Welcome back to Esthytech channel, everyone. Today, we're going into question 7 of our CKA hands-on exam practice. And this one is for my GitOps lovers. The question read as, install Argo CD in the cluster. Add the official Argo CD Helm repository with the name Argo. The Argo CD CRDs have already been pre-installed in the cluster. Generate a Helm template of the Argo CD Helm chart version 7.7.3 for the Argo CD NS and save to /argo-helm.yaml. Configure the chart to not install CRDs. Install Argo CD using Helm with release name Argo CD using the same version as above and configuration as used in the template 7.7.3. Install it in the Argo CD NS and configure it to not install CRDs. You do not need to configure access to the Argo CD server UI. We're installing Argo CD using Helm, but with a twist. The CRDs are already installed. We must not install CRDs again. We have to generate a Helm template, then install using the same values. This is one of those questions that checks whether you understand Helm flags and how charts behave. So let's break it down and get Argo CD installed cleanly. But as usual, before touching the terminal, let's explain some concept. Argo CD is a GitOps tool that manages Kubernetes manifests from a Git repo. When installing it with Helm, we have two important flags. Include CRDs, usually default in many charts. Skip CRDs, we must use this in the exam. The exam specifically says CRDs are already installed. Do not install CRDs again. Use Helm chart version 7.7.3. Save a render template to /argo-helm.yaml. Install Argo CD in namespace Argo CD. Release name must be Argo CD. This question is all about correct Helm flags and chart versioning. So, we are going to launch our exam scenario with our script to practice. So, at /root/setup_scenario_only.sh7. Let's add the official Argo Helm repo. Helm repo add Argo https://argoproject.github.io/argo-helm. Helm repo update. Helm search repo Argo. We need to generate a template using version 7.7.3 and save it to /argo-helm.yaml. But since we don't have this file here, we are going to create it. But you don't do this in the real exam because the file already exists. After creating this file, execute the template by running this command: helm template argo cd argo/argo-cd-version -namespace argo cd 7.7.3 set CRDs install equals false greater than /argo-helm.yaml. Check file with this command. This file represents what Helm would apply without CRDs. Install Argo CD using Helm. Now we install the chart using the same settings used for the template. With this command, and it will take some time for it to be created. So you can rush to other questions for time management while installing Argo CD. If all Argo CD components are running, you've completed the exam task. And that's a wrap for question 7. You now know how to add Helm repos, render Helm templates, install charts without CRDs, verify Argo CD installation. This question usually scares people, but once you understand the Helm flags, it becomes one of the easiest tasks on the exam. Up next is question 8, where we work with priority classes and pod preemption, another high-value topic. If you want to practice these CKA questions exactly the way I'm doing them in this video series, fast, clean, and exam ready, I've packaged everything for you into one complete zip bundle. Inside the file, you will get all the resources I use throughout this training, fully organized and ready to deploy into any Kubernetes environment. This bundle saves you hours of setup time and lets you focus only on mastering the hands-on exam tasks. Here's exactly what you'll receive when you download it. All 18 CKA scenario YAMLs, full scenario setup script, README for all 18 questions, detailed guide, individual README files, Q1 to Q18, optional add-on, full ingress gateway API migration files, exam PDF, references, your complete CKA scenario practice guidebook, docx plus PDF, bonus Google Doc index file. Who this bundle is for: CKA candidates preparing for exam day, students practicing on Killer Coda, Minikube, or Kind, engineers who want clean Kubernetes lab scenarios, anyone building their own hands-on DevOps portfolio. content creators teaching CKA concepts. Why you should get the bundle? Instead of wasting hours creating YAML files or rebuilding scenarios from scratch, you get everything pre-configured and ready to deploy. This is the exact same setup I use in my videos, the same files I demonstrate with, and the same structure that helped me pass the exam confidently. If you want to follow along one-to-one and practice with zero frustration, this bundle is made for you. You can download the full zip bundle directly from my website. Your support helps me continue creating these tutorials, labs, and exam guides so we can all grow together in this DevOps journey. Start practicing like a real CKA candidate. Get the full setup now and follow along with the next questions.
Let's build the future. One line of code, one dream at a time. From the cloud to the console, the rhythm flows. Innovation.